Hey guys,
YouTube.
We're back and we have our two babies with us,
Hello,
Luna
guys.
and Teddy. So in this video, we're going to show you guys or inform you guys on the different options you have of where you can work when you're starting
your
off.
PMU business.
Yeah, because there's so many different options and we were confused when we started and there was nobody that could guide us through this. So the order we're going to go in is from the least upfront costs to the most upfront costs. And we're going to explain
Some pros and cons for each of those options that you have.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Hope you enjoy.
So your first option is to work for someone else. So there's a lot of established PMU companies or even just salons that they're hiring PMU artists. And by PMU, it's permanent makeup. So these places will just pay you an hourly rate or commission to work for them on the hours that they set for you. You won't be your own boss. And a lot of times these salons, they don't want you to promote yourself on your own personal Instagram page because they're scared you're going to go ahead and take your own clients on the side and take from their business. So you're working for someone else, you don't have your own hours, you're not your own boss, but it's very low risk.
It's not too many upfront costs. They give you all the materials and
Yeah.
you can start building your experience, building your portfolio of pictures that you have, of your proof of work.
A lot of times this is a contract base. You'll have to do either like a 6-month or a 12-month contract and you won't have to usually market for yourself. They'll bring you clients, which is a nice thing. But if you do have a little bit of money that you can invest early on, I definitely wouldn't recommend this route because you're going to be very limited. And a year is a very long time. You can grow very fast in a year if you're working for yourself.
Definitely. Also, when you're working under somebody else, another pro would be that they have all the permits that you would need to get started. All you would need as an individual would be your tattoo artist license.
Yeah. You're going to need this. I mean, usually it varies from state to state, the exact requirements, but normally a tattoo artist license is required for you to legally perform a tattoo on anybody. And a tattoo obviously entails permanent makeup.
Yeah.
That can be, those two terms are interchanged.
So your second option would be to rent a bed or a chair from a established PMU business. So this means that you'll go up to any local PMU business and ask if they have any extra chairs or maybe an extra room in the back where you could have your own clients, and you'll just go there on, let's say, Saturday. So that way you can still work your Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and you don't have to leave that. You can do this as a side gig and just start building your portfolio, same thing, and you'll have lower costs. And also another pro would be that you seem more booked out because you say, with a few clients, you're already booked out for a whole month because you're only working Saturdays or so.
You're your own boss, which is also
Right.
huge, and you get to promote yourself. You will have to bring yourself all the clients. That's not a big deal though. You just have to market a little bit, spread the word, do free models.
And you can also talk to the owner of that place and see if you can get a little business from them, and maybe you can get another little percentage. Work out some type of deal with them.
Right, they can bring you clients. I mean, usually if they're doing nails, hair, other things from there, you guys can refer each other clients.
It doesn't have to be a permanent makeup place. It can be a tattoo shop where they're doing, regular type of body art, and you can be the one that does the eyebrows and eyeliner and lips, stuff like that. And then that way they will help you bring in clients, and you'll just be able to talk to a lot more people.
With this setup, you can usually work something out on the days that you do rent a spot. It's hourly or weekly, or sometimes they even do it commission based. You just pay a percent, let's say 30% of the profits that you make ever, you'll just give to them. Something you do want to look out for is if you're renting a spot from, let's say, a nail salon or a hair salon, you need to make sure that they have all the permits and licenses that you need as a tattoo artist, because there's different rules and regulations for nail artists, and then for tattoo artists, you're going to need a lot more things.
Yes.
So you're going to need a tattoo establishment license, which just means that the place that you're working in is licensed to do tattoos. So what usually happens is there's an inspection to make sure that everything is clean and meets the regulations for the county. So usually if you're going to rent out of a tattoo shop, they'll already have all of that and you'll just need your tattoo artist license. But like I said, if you're renting out of a nail salon or something unrelated to tattooing, they might not have the tattoo establishment license. So you're going to have to get that yourself. And that will be, it's not that much of a cost, around $200 for that, but then other things do add up.
Definitely check with your local health department for your city and county.
So your third option is to rent a salon suite. So this is basically a small room in a building that has several little rooms in it for beauty professionals. So you're going to be surrounded by other beauty professionals, which is really nice because you get to refer each other clients. They aren't going to just be permanent makeup artists. It's going to be hair, nails, what else? I mean, lashes, right? So that'll be really nice. The upfront costs aren't that much, but you will be paying more per square foot, which is something you want to think about. For example, when we started in a Salon Suite, we had a space of 100 square feet and it was a certain amount. And now what we're paying for our storefront location, it's a retail space. Storefront is the same exact cost and it's about 4 times bigger than the small Salon Suite. But then obviously there's a lot more upfront costs. We'll get into that later with a retail space. But yeah, Salon Suite usually will have, the sink. It has everything you need.
It has enough storage. You would have your own private door with a lock and key. And you would have to still make sure it has all the things up to the code for your local county and health department codes.
Yeah. For this space, specifically with us, we had to go out and get our own tattoo establishment license because they didn't already have that. Most of the beauty professionals there were just hairstylists, so they didn't need that tattoo license.
The pros would be that you get to have your own space, control your own hours.
The space is yours and your hours, you set them. So you can schedule clients whenever you want, on any day.
You're 100% your own boss.
Yes. This is definitely the option I would recommend if you're starting off and you have some money to invest.
To go all in,
Right.
So you can put more time into this.
To get your money's worth, I would recommend, maybe not doing this full time, but you want to be promoting yourself constantly, spreading the word as much as you can because you will be paying a high cost for the square footage.
Definitely.
And you need to be able to pay it off.
Another one of the cons, like we had mentioned before, was that you're not going to have a storefront facing the street, so people are not going to see a sign that says permanent makeup and they're going to know in that space, they can go to you for their brows. You lose out on that.
They'll have to actually go inside and look around to find you. So you won't have many walk-ins. So that brings us to the last option and where we are currently at. And that is renting your own retail spot. So this is a storefront usually, and it's yours. So you have the key, it's just your space, you have everything you need in there, but the upfront costs are gonna be a lot. You're gonna have to buy all your own furniture, you're gonna have to decorate everything. That's just a lot of upfront money before you can even open your doors.
We definitely spent some money to remodel our space because it did not look nice at all.
It was very bad. We had red floors, everything. The walls were like bright green. I don't know who designed that place before us, but we had to fix it. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Also, permitting is a huge issue. We highly recommend that before you get into any space, you get a contractor or someone that knows about the code and you have them inspect everything and make sure it's up to code. Because when we got into our place, there were so many things, like at least 4 things that were not up to code, and we rented it as is and we didn't know what we were getting into, and we ended up having to pay to get it fixed and up to code. That wasn't fun at all. So with a retail space, you will have to get your own tattoo establishment license. That's about $200. Regardless, you're gonna have to get your tattoo artist license. That's about, I think, $80. You will, if you have to fix any permitting issues, that adds up. Definitely all the furniture adds up. You have to get your own sign because you want people to see it as they're driving by. That can add up depending if you have electrical. That's also another permit. Typically, you will need a permit for a lot of the things, and you want to just make sure you're not doing things illegally.
You don't want to get stuck into something that you're going to have to then fix everything and then, or have to try to get out of a bad deal, and at the end it's just going to cost you. So make sure you do your homework before getting into any type of deal with the realtor, the landlord, anything.
This will give you a lot of flexibility. I think we've mostly listed cons so far. So let's get into some pros. Because we love where we are. We love it, but we just want to warn you, it is a lot of fun.
So you get to design the whole layout of how you're going to be working. You get to have, your little lobby area. You can have a desk with your laptop and take appointments. You can have your separate spaces so you can actually rent out to other people that are smaller. You can have training classes within your own salon. So that's awesome. Per square foot, it's going to be the lowest. You're going to have a lot more square footage than in any of the other options.
Yes. So this option I would recommend to someone who's maybe, if you have a lot of money to invest from the very beginning, like a lot of money, and you're very, risky person, I would say go with this. But I think maybe starting off, a salon suite might be your better option, and then you grow into your own retail space. Something I want to point out is that the numbers that we mentioned before about how much a tattoo establishment tattoo establishment license costs and how much tattoo artist license costs, we threw out like 80, 200. I mean, we live in Miami, so the prices are a little more expensive. If you live in California or New York, it might be even more money. But if you live
in other states,
it might be
cheaper, and we may be misguiding you on the numbers there.
Yes.
So always just check your local numbers, and before you have a plan before you actually execute.
I'm gonna throw out one more con for the retail space. You're gonna have to get all your own clients. There isn't any referring because you're not working in a space with other beauty professionals. You might want to get familiar with, your neighbors. If there's a nail salon or anyone around you that has a similar clientele, talk to them and maybe work out some details on commission or something like that. You're gonna have to advertise a lot, and advertising can be expensive if you don't know what you're doing. So we recommend, if you have no idea, either watch YouTube videos on how to market or just hire somebody if you have the extra capital. We didn't have the extra money. We had spent so much money up front with everything, and we had to just figure it out, and it's working out. It's been working out pretty well.
Yeah.
So, and he's the best at that. I don't know much.
Oh yeah.
I'm good with designing. I do the website design things. He does the marketing, actually getting clients, the important stuff.
We're a good team.
Yeah, we are a good team.
So we hope you guys like the video. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any other videos that you'd like to hear from us and learn more, please comment down below and let us know what you're interested in. We would love to make a video based on that. Hope to help you guys out again.
Yes, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.